some fans
Hello
up
and
there.
welcome everybody here to Frankfort Field, where after one weekend,
Let's go, Lansing, get it started here.
Campers lead the Frankfort Falcons.
You better put it up here so
Frankfort
we don't. If
back
you want, you can
on,
put it under
trying to
here.
get back on track here after losing to Allegany earlier in the season 4-0, and I'm sorry, 2 hits and 1 run. Allegany leads here in the bottom of the first, 1-0. Up first here for the Falcons, going to be third baseman Lanson Orndorff. The ball's in the dirt and will be a ball. So 1-0 count here to Orndorff. Again, Allegany scored in the first on a pass ball with the bases loaded to take the 1-0 lead here early. And again, Frankfort looking to avenge the earlier season loss from Allegany at Allegany 4-0. Pitch is in there for a strike. So 1-1 count here to Orndorff. Orndorff swings at that the inning. So 1 down here for the Falcons, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Blake Jacobs.
We'll get the gap a little bit.
There you go.
Jacobs comes into the contest, hitting a solid .357 with a .507 on base and a slugging of 1.132. Really tearing the leather off of the ball as of late after an early season struggle for the junior shortstop. And that pitch is in there for an 0-2 count here on Jacobs. Jacobs really tearing the leather off of the ball as of late. 2 home runs in the last couple of games here for the shortstop, including the game winner the other night against Kaiser. Oh, I'm sorry, not against Kaiser.
Hey, here we go, Cal. Go find them. Good stuff. Right here.
It's against South Harrison, not Kaiser. Frankfort did have the win on Thursday night at Kaiser, 15-0. So after a small losing streak in Harrison County, taking 1 of 4 games, the Falcons have come back and won 3 in a row. And that will put Jacobs on with a walk. So the Falcons get their first base runner, and that is going to bring up number 2, Jacob Netting. Netting comes into the contest with a batting average of .367, on base of .457, and another 1.057 OPS for the senior.
Do you need covers? Well, a minute ago you had to ask me if you hit the home run. And so I said, you need
Netting fouled 1 down your third base line. And the count will be 0-2 here on Netting, starting in center field today. On deck is number 3, senior Uriah Cutter. It is 1 on, 1 out here for the Falcons, trailing 1-0 in the bottom of the first. And that pitch is in there and called strike 3. So 2 down here in the Falcon first. And it's going to bring up number 3, Uriah Cutter. Pitching here for the Campers, it's going to be number 7, Madden, who was actually the one that scored for the Campers.
Hey, no, nurse. You're good.
No count here to Cutter. And he grounds it right to the first baseman. He takes it himself. And that will do it for the end of the first. So no hits, no runs for the Falcons. We go to the second with the Campers leading 1-0.
Hey, let's go. Win another inning here. Let's go. Let's go. Work. Find the way. Find the way on. Find the way on base. Good job. Win another inning. Put some base hits together. Have an approach. Get us rolling here. Take base hits. Win it in.
Two more.
Hey, get us started.
Hey, come on, Joe. Come on, D-Wood. Come on, D-Wood.
Welcome back here to the top of the second, where again Allegany leads Frankfort here at Falcon Field 1-0. That's sensible on the mound for the Falcons. It's going to bring up number 44, the catcher today. It's going to be Wakefield for the Campers. First pitch swinging from Wakefield. He lands it to center field, and it is caught by Redding. So one pitch, one out here for the Falcons in the top of the second.
Let's go, Leo.
And Sensabaugh did give up 2 hits in that first inning and 1 run, but the one run was not earned. And his first pitch here to the second batter of the inning, DH number 10, Buck, is fouled back. So 0-1 count here on the Campers DH. That pitch is swung on and missed. So 0-2 count on Buck here. Again, Campers lead 1-0 in the top of the second.
Let's go, kid.
And that is called strike 3. So Sensabaugh's first strikeout of the game comes in at the second out of the top of the second here.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So 4 pitches here for the senior pitcher. 2 down in the top of the second. Falcons looking to have a quick 1-2-3 inning. Up next for the Campers, the pitch is outside. It's going to be number 14, Imes. Standout basketball player for the Campers. Left-hander comes in, and this is his first at bat of the game. He is the right fielder today, after Imes is back to the top of the lineup with Baselli, the center fielder. So 2-1 count here on Imes. Again, Campers lead 1-0 here in the top of the second. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Pitch is outside, so 3-1 count here on the Campers right fielder.
Here we go, 14. On 1-4.
Pitch is fouled back behind the dugout. So it's going to be a full count, 3-2 here on Imes. Sensabaugh comes in today, 16 2/3 innings. An ERA of 3.36. And that pitch is swung on and missed for the second strikeout of the inning, and that will do it. So again, no hits, no runs, no errors for the Campers as the Falcons come up trailing 1-0. We go to the bottom of the second.
Another 0 up there. Yeah. Hey, get online here.
We are back here in the bottom of the second where the Campers lead the Falcons 1-0. And to start the inning off for the Falcons will be pitcher number 16, Rhett Sensible.
It ain't going to work.
Sensible comes into the game hitting a solid 359. Another 400 on base percentage with 409 here for the senior. And that curveball is in there for a ball for Sensible. So 1-0 count on Sensible. Again, OPS 871, very solid. Second pitch is in there, so 1-1 count now to Sensible. Curveball is in there, and it is hit down the line, and there's a fair ball. So Sensible looking to get extra bases here. And he will get into second with a leadoff double. So runner scoring position here for the Falcons, looking to tie this game up here in the bottom of the second.
They gave out a runner since he's
Pinch runner for Sensible is going to bring in number 8, Brady Tyler.
Number 8 is
Up next for the Falcons, first baseman, number 7, Lane Lease. The pitch is low for a ball to the Falcons' first baseman. He comes into the day's contest at a 286 with a 417 on base and 804 OPS. Lane does have a home run here on the year. That pitch is fouled back to the netting, so 1-1 count here on Lease. It was an opposite field home run, which did hit the Falcons girls softball dugout roof a couple of games ago.
Let's go, pull it down.
That curveball is in there at the knees, called strike. So 1-2 count to Lease. Again, leadoff double from Sensible. Puts a runner in scoring position for the Falcons. Another curveball in there, but it is low for a ball. So evens the count here on Lease at 2-2. Okay, the Campers lead here 1-0 in the bottom of the second. And it's in the dirt, and that will stretch it to a full count. So 3-2 count here on Lease.
Don't fall off. Finish your pitch.
Looking to get another runner on here for the Falcons. On deck for the Falcons is catcher Jesus Perdue. That pitch is fouled. Oh no, it could be out of play, and it is not, but it is dropped in front of the Allegany dugout. So at least keeps a little bit of life here.
Hey, we're good. Get in here, Cal.
He's with an extra chance here. So it's at 3-2. Runner on second. RBI opportunity for Reese. Looking to tie this game up. Palco leads 1-0.
What?
Come on, Seven, do a job, kid.
That fastball is in there for strike 3.
Sorry, Lane. Good try, buddy.
So one down here in the Falcons second. Gonna bring up number 31, catcher Jesus Purdue. Purdue's batting average is a 304, 459 on base, and that ball is dribbled up to second base. Gets the runner over to third, but Purdue is out at first. So
Bring him
moves the
in,
runner
Jax.
over
Let's
to
go.
third base, but puts 2 outs here in the Falcons second, and it's going to bring up second baseman number 13, Jackson Hare.
Well, who's running? Wait a minute, Zeus. Let's go, Jax. Get him in.
Hare's first at bat today.
Well, where were you when I
And he
made
takes the
cake?
first pitch and lines it right up the middle for a base hit. And that will score the Falcons' first run and tie this game up at 1. So an RBI single for the second baseman. Hare ties this game up at 1. And that will bring up number 1, Peyton Peanut Durst.
Hey, bottom cake. Coming hurt. Good, dude. Hey, work hard back there. Go, Peanut.
Yeah. Do you need a picture of him holding him like this?
And that is a first pitch strike to Durst. So 0-1 count. Durst comes in hitting 400 with a 565 on base and a 965 OPS in 23 plate appearances. That off-speed pitch is in there on the corner, so 0-2 count to Durst. Again, 2 outs here in the Falcons second after the RBI single from Jackson Hare ties it up at 1.
That's you, Robin. Get it together back there. Oh, shoot.
Durst hits it off the handle, up over behind the first baseman, and he makes the catch. Good catch from the Allegany first baseman, and that will end it. So 1 hit and 1 run for the Falcons. Ties it up here, going to the top of the third. We are tied at 1 apiece.
Go. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Stop. Come on, boy. Hey, let's go. We're done. Let's go, dog out. Let's go. Pick up everything. 4, 2. Who started 4? Hey, let's go, Mom. Hey, let's do this. Get it this time.
Welcome back here to the top of the third after the RBI single from Jackson Hare ties up this game at 1 apiece. And I stand corrected. Jackson Hare is not the second baseman today. Peyton Durst is second baseman. Jackson Hare is in left field today. But nonetheless, Hare gets the RBI single and ties this game up at 1. First pitch swinging here from number 4 from the Campers.
Hey, drop the ball. Let's go.
Frankfort is Baselli, the leadoff hitter, who is 0 for 1 today. Starts off this at bat with an 0-1 count after the foul ball from Sensible. Swings the second one, and it is fouled back. So 0-2 count here to Baselli. This will be Sensible's third inning of work here. So far, 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run scored, no earned, and 2 strikeouts here for the senior pitcher. And that pitch is high and to the backstop, so 1-2 count on Baselli.
Come on, baby.
Hey, be confident. Before you can do damage to the man.
Again, I stand corrected. That Sensible is a junior, not a senior. Not a lot of seniors on this Falcon baseball team, but a lot of upperclassmen. That pitch is inside, so full count here on Baselli.
Do your thing, babe. Do your thing.
Hey, you know how to finish next.
That is in there, strike 3. So that retires Baselli for the first out of the inning. That is going to bring up number 8, Ricker, the second baseman for the Campers. It's Sensible's third strikeout of the evening. Sensible recorded 2 strikeouts in that last inning, and that is his third here in the third inning. First pitch strike here for the Falcons pitcher. Gets it to 0-1 here to, again, number 8, second baseman, Ricker, for the Campers. And he swings and hits it right at a right fielder, Cutter, who gets it for the second out of the inning. Atom ball right there to Cutter for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up pitcher number 7, Madden, who does have a base hit and the 1 run scored for the Campers this evening. And that pitch is outside and for a ball. So 1-0 count here to Madden. Sensible trying to get it back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings here for the Falcons. And that pitch is at the knees for a strike. So it evens up the count at 1-1. Madden, the opposing pitcher, here at the plate. And he grounds it towards second base, takes a bad hop. Sensible does get over, but late. And that will allow Madden to reach on the infield single. So Madden 2 for 2 today. And that is going to bring up number 3, Williams, the first baseman, who also is 1 for 1 today. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the Camper third. And first pitch swinging, and it will get down in front of Cutter. He fires into the infield, and it's cut off by Jacobs. And that gets Madden over to third. So runners on the corners here for the Campers, but still 2 outs. And that's going to bring up number 24, third baseman, Resch. Campers threatening here in the third. And 2 outs here in the top of the third. Tie ball game here at 1. Campers have runners on first and third. That pitch is inside for a ball, so 1-0 count here to Resch. Resch was hit by a pitch in his first at bat in the first inning. And he lines it to left field and right at Jackson Hare, who does make the catch. So that will end the inning. So Campers threaten with runners on the corners, but do not score. That'll take us to the bottom of the third. We are tied at 1. Falcons coming to bat.
Yeah, he actually hit it too hard. Yeah. Throwing out of his fingers. Let's take a little off of it. That's a soft block. Banging on this track.
And we start here, the bottom of the third, again, tied at 1. Campers threatened in the top of the third with runners on first and third, but a line out to Jackson Hare in left field ended the threat and got the Falcons out of it. So we're here at bottom of the third, tied at 1. Lineup is turned over for the Falcons. Up first here in the bottom of the third is Lanson Orndorff. And he is first pitch swinging to center field. That drives the center fielder back, and he makes the catch. So good catch from the center fielder. First pitch swinging for Orndorff, and he is out. So one down here in the Falcons' third.
Yes, sir.
Good, roll it up. Roll back to you, know where you're going. Roll it up. Make sure one.
Come on, Forrest.
All right, we are back here. Sorry for the technical difficulties there, but we are still tied at 1 here in the top of the fourth. Allegany back up at the plate. In the last inning, after the flyout from Lanson Orndorff, Blake Jacobs hit a double down the line, and netting struck out and Cutter flew out. So ended the inning for the Falcons. And now a leadoff hit from Campers number 5, Ansel, is who is on first. So again, top of the fourth here, Allegany at the plate. Still tied at 1. At the plate here is Wakefield for the Campers, the catcher, which is in there. Even the 0-2 count here now.
What is it? Go, roll it up here.
I hope he's not strapping anything.
Curveball is a little high, so 1-2 count on the Campers catcher. Sensible 3+ innings so far, 5 hits, 1 run, none earned, and still has 3 strikeouts.
Okay.
That curveball is hit to the shortstop Jacobs, who flips to second for 1 and over to first for the double play. So a quick 2 outs here in the Camper fourth.
There's so many times I've never.
erases that leadoff base hit for
And it's like, have no
Ansel as Wakefield grounds into a double play, and that's going to bring up the DH for the Campers, number 10, Buck.
They would know the difference. They would know we have. Yeah. You can't just slide them in.
So just like that, 2 down here in the inning. First pitch to Buck is outside, so 1-0 count.
He was born July 15th. July 1st and after is held back now.
That is in there for a strike, so that will even the count at 1.
Ready, you're on.
Buck is 0 for 1 with one of the 3 strikeouts for Sensible. That is hit off the handle right to the second baseman, Durst, who flips it over to first in time for the out, and that will end the inning. So after just 1 hit and the double play, that gets the Falcons out of the inning. So tied going to the bottom of the 4th, Falcons coming to bat. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, where we are tied at 1 here between the Frankfort Falcons and the Allegany Campers.
Yeah.
So far, it is 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Campers. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors for the Falcons. And Sensible leads off with a line drive to left field for a base hit. So Sensible, the pitcher, starts off the inning with a base hit, and he will get a pinch runner. Braden Tyler going back in as the pinch runner for Sensible.
Rhett getting on base.
And that will bring up number 7, first baseman, Lane Lease. Lease struck out in his first at bat. With that hit, that was Sensible's second hit of the afternoon.
Go Lane. Go Lane. Go Lane. Yeah.
Madden's still in there for the Campers on the mound.
Talk about that color later too if you want.
His numbers so far, 3 innings pitched. That is his 4th hit given up. 1 run, which was earned, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. And that is going to be popped up on the infield to the pitcher, who makes the catch for the first out.
Good try, buddy.
So that puts Lisa at 0-2 for the afternoon. That will bring up the Falcons catcher, number 31, Jesus Purdue.
Next time, Lane.
Purdue 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Straight up in the air.
On deck for the Falcons going to be number 13, Jackson Hare, who drove in the only Falcon run so far on a RBI single in the second. So 1 on, 1 out here for the Falcons in the bottom of the 4th. Tie ball game at 1. Pitch is in the dirt, so 1-0 count here to Purdue.
I don't know what it is in Allegheny County.
He'll be 18 in July. Okay.
Yeah. Jump in.
Pitch is a little high, so 2-0 count to the Falcons catcher.
Not a hole out there, Zeus. Here we go, kid.
Again, Purdue 0 for 1 here on the afternoon.
Let's go, Zeus.
Oh, wow. Uriah's May.
And Cutter foul, or I'm sorry,
They're all later.
Purdue fouls one back here to the netting, and it'll be a 1-2 or 2-1 count.
Bradley Gensler was August.
Yes.
Mid-August or late
Go,
August.
Zeus. Come on, kid.
And funny, Jackson is.
Purdue, another underclassman, sophomore.
So he's like almost
Lord.
too. Like
Yeah.
9/11.
As mentioned before, a very young and talented Falcons team coming off of the state championship in AA last year.
Yeah, because like Blake.
Even though moving up to AAA, still having a very good shot at repeating as a state champion here.
Kids were
That's
18.
good,
That pitch
Zeus.
was
You got
outside,
this by
so-
base hit here.
Should be a 3-1 here on
never in the
Purdue.
It wasn't 18 until the
Oh, wow.
And Purdue laces it to center field, but it is right at the center fielder who makes the catch. Fires back to first to try to get Tyler, but he slides in
Jax.
safely.
Move him over.
So 2 outs here in the Falcon fourth,
You're good.
and that's going to bring up again number 13, left fielder Jackson Hare.
Okay.
Somebody come up with that idea of doing that. Changing.
Go, Jackson. Go, Jackson.
2 out in the Falcon fourth.
He hit one right to the first baseman. So that was. And then the first time he was up,
Hare lines it up the middle again for another base hit for Jackson Hare. Advances the runner to second. So runners on first and second here for the Falcons, and that's going to bring up the bottom of the lineup here. Peyton Durst
the second time it was
trying to roll this lineup over,
Come on, Dad.
trying to get a base hit and trying to take the lead here for the Falcons.
Keep it going, Peanut.
Good, dude. Come on, one.
Falcons have threatened in every inning so far except for the first. Just could not get any across except for the second inning where they did get 1 run. The first pitch is blocked and in the dirt.
See that the hand.
Good pick by the catcher, Wakefield.
now what?
So 1-0 count here to Durst. Again, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth.
Okay. Isn't there someone that can?
That is called strike, so evens the count at 1.
Who cares?
We know exactly.
Cares as long as she can.
Grandma. I don't know what she said. You know, people get older and
Off-speed
they're
pitch
even
is in
like,
there for a strike, so 1 or 2 count on Durst.
No.
It can't be that hard to fix, can it?
I believe the umpires missed a balk there on the Alco pitcher.
Is it the one you tried on use? No.
Well, yeah, but you could score.
So is it an Allegany homecoming dress? Are you sure?
Yeah.
It is reached out and slapped foul, almost hitting some spectators. But that will stay a count at 1 and 2.
I thought it hit him in the face.
Battle one. Battle one.
Like it, yeah, it almost.
Go, battle, dude.
I thought it hit him.
His face is like red.
Yeah. He probably took his pants. Wow.
I was gonna say, push it down.
James fouls one up, and it is headed to center field, and center fielder makes the catch to end the inning. So after 2 base hits, no runs scored for the Falcons in the bottom of the fourth, we go to the top of the fifth, still tied at 1 apiece. And we are back here in the top of the 5th inning where we continue to be tied 1 apiece here for the Falcons and Campers. First up for the Campers is going to be right fielder Ethan Himes. Back on the mound for the Falcons is Red Sensible. That first pitch is low for a ball, so 1-0 count to Himes. Pitcher's duel here between the Falcons and Campers. Get Sensible working on inning 5. So 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, no earned, and 3 strikeouts for Sensible. And 4 almost very identical numbers for Madden for the Campers. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, but his was earned. Himes' grounder to third base is over to first and in time to Lease for the first out of the inning. So again, Madden for the Campers, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So this will turn over the order for the Campers with number 4, Baselli, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. He's first pitch swinging, grounded to third base where Orndorff bobbles it and not able to get it. So Baselli will reach on the error on Orndorff.
No worries.
And that will bring up number 8, second baseman Ricker, who is 0 for 2 today.
Peanut, watch your way.
So Ricker 0 for 2 with a ground out and fly out today. And he looks to bunts it right to Sensible, who misses the ball and allows Ricker to reach. So that's going to be a error on 2 consecutive errors here for the Falcons, and that's going to put a runner on first and second. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Madden, who's 2 for 2 today.
All right, guys, we're good.
The time's gonna have the ball moved over here.
2 on, 1 out here for the Campers. First pitch swinging to Madden, and that is hit to center field. And it is caught by Netting, who underlooked the tag, and no tag, and that is fired in. Wouldn't have been a very close play, but no advancement for the runner. So 2 outs here in the Campers' 5th.
Get your third, let's go. Nightmare, Sassy J. Lock in, let's go.
Nightmare.
So Madden is retired for the first time today, and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Williams, who is also 2 for 2 today.
I know, I mean, we need 1.
2 singles for the Camper first baseman.
Let's go, Rat.
Sensible's pitch is in there. Again, runners on first and second after 2 errors here in this inning.
Yeah.
Campers threatening, but 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Tied at 1.
Well,
Sensible steps off.
Sherry's
Further
daughter
back
said,
you are, the more room you can cover.
they were sitting over there
You got the
somewhere.
back, Rat. Get over there.
Women
Go,
from
Rat.
South Harrison
Be better,
team
kid.
was talking so much crap. She said, "Where's Stacy? Where is Stacy?"
Campers first baseman hits it to the third baseman Orndorff, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So after 2 errors, nothing hurt for the Falcons, and they go to the bottom of the 5th. We are still tied at 1 apiece.
Let's go.
So we go to the bottom of the fifth here in a tie ball game, one apiece. Falcons coming
Hey,
to
let's
bat.
go. 1-5.
Leading off the inning is third baseman Lansing Orndorff. First pitch swinging, and it is fouled in the first base line. Orndorff, after is 0 for 2 today. Both of his outs were hard line drives, but right to somebody.
Come on, 1-5. Let's go. 1-5.
So Orndorff looking for his first base hit of the evening. And he gets it right there. So a line shot between shortstop and third allows Orndorff to get on base. So starts off the inning with a single.
All right, Jacob, your turn. Nope.
It's going to bring up number 10, Blake Jacobs.
Next guy, Ted. Next guy. Keep passing.
Jacobs 1 for 1 today with a base hit down the left field line. Also has a walk, so he's been on twice.
Come on, BJ. He came up to me.
Looking to get on base for a third time today.
Let's go, Blake. You don't understand.
Back! Ball there!
Orndorff is back in time on the pickoff attempt. And quite the pitcher's duel here today for the Campers and Falcons. And that pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Wakefield, so 1-0 count to Jacobs.
Yes,
Timeout is
sir!
called, and it is a balk finally called on the Allegany pitcher, so that will advance Orndorff to second base.
Let's go, Ted!
They explained to him what he did.
Anybody knew that?
He didn't follow through with the pitch. He was in pitch mode and then
So
didn't
that
follow
will
through.
put a runner in scoring position here for the Falcons.
Hey, right there,
1 run,
Ted.
5 hits, and no errors for the Campers. 1 run, 6 hits, and 2 errors coming in the last inning for the Falcons. But again, a runner in scoring position for the Falcons, looking to try to overcome this
Come on,
tie.
Ted! Let's go, BJ!
Tied at 1. Jacob swings and fouls it back. So 1-1 on the shortstop.
I'm on the verge of a sweat.
Come on, 10. Come on, 10.
On deck for the Falcons is center fielder Jacob Netting. 0 for 2 today.
Let's go, 10.
Braxton.
Clear!
That pitch is in the dirt as well. So 2-1 count to Jacobs.
Yeah.
Base hit here should score Orndorff and give the Falcons a lead.
Did you have fun?
Hey, let's go, BJ. Let's go, 10. Do a job, kid. Come on, do a job.
Pickoff attempt is back, and Orndorff is there. Nobody was on the base.
Hey, let's go, 10. Come on, BJ. Keep fighting, kid. Do a job.
A lot of focus on Orndorff on the base path.
I don't know because they bought him drinks. What I do?
And that pitch is powered up on the third base side.
Yes!
It is missed by the third baseman.
Hey, make it hard, 10.
That will make the count 2-2, giving Jacobs an extra life here at the plate.
Hey, you got 2. You got to protect now.
I did
Come on, 10. Come on, BJ. Let's go,
Jacobs
Mushroom.
looking to take advantage of that missed opportunity there for the Campers to get an out.
Go on, 1-0. Do a job, kid. Put a ball in play.
Nightmare! 6. He fires, and that is another ball in the dirt, so that is going to make a full count here on the Falcon shortstop.
Come on, 10. Win it. Come on, 10. Let's go,
Looking to reach
BJ.
base for a third time today.
Let's go, 10.
Nightmare!
Come on, 10.
Nightmare!
Let's go, TW.
Attaboy!
Pitch is outside, and Orndorff looking to advance, and he does to third. So runners on the corners here for the Falcons and nobody out. And that's going to bring up number 2, center fielder Jacob Netting.
Blake got a walk and told Lansing to steal base.
So during this timeout here for the Falcons and the Campers, looks like there'll be a pitching change for the Campers. And that will bring in Williams from first base.
Abby's getting patted down.
For the Campers.
Usually ends up with him getting injured.
Thank you.
Of course, Madden is responsible for each runner at first and third.
It's never ending.
So his stat line is still open. Again, first and third here in the Falcon fifth. Nobody out.
Oh,
Runners on first and third. And Jacob Netting coming to the plate. So we are back here again, bottom of the fifth. Falcons
You would have known his name.
with runners on
No.
first and third, threatening to break this tie.
Very lonely
Jacob
life,
Netting
so
at the
they
plate,
took
0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts.
Reset.
He just
Base
he
hit here
does
will
our
give the
announcing
Falcons
on
the lead.
YouTube.
And a new pitcher for Allegany, again, is Williams coming over from first base. Madden switching places with him. And that is low at the feet of Netting. Bounces right back to Wakefield, so Jacobs does advance 2 seconds. So runners on second and third. Nobody out here for the Falcons looking to break this tie.
Come on, 2.
0-1 count here to Netting. Williams' pitch is grounded over the first, and it is through. Base hit for Jacob Netting, and that will score 2 Falcons. And the Falcons take the lead here in the bottom of the fifth, 3-1. Of course, those runs will be charged to the starting pitcher, Madden. So that puts an end to his night. So 4+ innings for the Alco pitcher. 3 runs, three runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts to go along with 6 hits. So Netting comes through and gets the base hit and 2 RBIs to allow the Falcons to take the lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. Next up for the Falcons with an 0-1 count on him, right fielder Uriah Cutter. Cutter takes that pitch to even it up at 1.
Circulation. I'm gonna hold Pappy's hands because they're soft on the inside. Come here.
Again, nobody out here in the Falcons' fifth. That ball is low and in the dirt, but blocked by Wakefield. So 2-1 here on Cutter. Cutter is 0 for 2 today. That pitch is swung on and missed, so that will even the count at 2 apiece. On deck for the Falcons is pitcher Red Sensible. 2 for 2 today. And just missed, so that will put it at a full count here to the Falcons right fielder.
Let's go, you're right. Come on, kid. All right. Solid. There's a ball for you.
I was gonna say, I wonder if the Venus stands.
James pitch, and that is taken for the ball, so that will put runners at first and second. And number 16, Red Sensible coming to play.
I never see her sitting.
Sensible 2 for 2 today.
Come on, Red. Stay hot, bud.
Stay hot, kid.
This was Denise.
Nightmare.
Didn't you just have ice cream, buddy?
Yeah, we had a big
Are you going to eat it all?
Timeout called by the catcher from Allegany. Must be mixing up some signals.
They're just going to tilt you forward and let you go.
So he will talk it over with Williams.
I'll pay you $25.
Gives Coach Miller a chance to talk to Sensible.
Let's get Red. He gives a sad face like it's going to make money up here.
So after all the timeouts, we are back. Again, Sensible at the plate. Runners on first and second for the Falcons. Already 2 across here for the Falcons in the bottom of the 5th, where they lead 3-1. Sensible reaches and misses, so 0-1 count here to the junior pitcher. Corrected myself earlier. He is a junior, not a senior. Again, very young class here for the Falcons. Only a couple of seniors.
Tell them you know a good church in Fort Ashby that they can come visit.
Williams' pitch is half swung at.
You got it, Red.
Sensible did go down, so that is 0-2 now
Just like before.
on the Falcons pitching.
Come on, Red. Nightmare. Come on, Red. Come on, Red. Anyway.
Sensible grounds it to the shortstop. Does get the force at second, and Sensible does reach at first. So the runner is out at second, so that will retire Cutter, but leaves runners on first and third here for the first baseman, Lane Lease.
I've never seen.
Falcons looking to add on to their already 3-1 lead here. Bottom of the 5th. 1 down now.
Come on, 7.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yes,
Hear me, Mom.
Big hits up.
oh, yeah.
Tasmanian Devil.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Lane.
Come on, Lane. Miss Lane.
Nightmare. Here we go.
They did the whole routine.
Thank you. Thank you.
First pitch is outside and low to Lease, so 1-0 count to the first baseman. Lease 0 for 2 today with his strikeout.
Nightmare.
I want to watch that.
No, I don't like scared.
Yeah.
Did you have a
Pickoff
snack in the
attempt
middle of
is
the
not
night?
in time.
No.
Tyler, who is
I couldn't
in
get to sleep
for
last night.
Sensible,
No snacks needed.
is a pinch hitter again. Does get back. 1-0 count to Lease, 1 out in the Falcon 5th. That pitch is inside, and Tyler is in there with a stolen base. So that'll put runners at second and third here for the Falcons, looking to add on to the 3-1 lead.
Away.
Go, Lane. Here we go, Lane.
Go.
Williams sets for the Campers. And that pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-1 here on Lease. Base hit could score another 2 for the Falcons. Double up their lead. They sit at a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Lease grounds it to the shortstop and bobbles it, and that'll get another run in. That could bring in the runner Tyler, and it does. So the error comes across with the Falcons come across with 2 runs after the error from the shortstop, and that extends the lead now to 5-1 Falcons. So pinch running for Lane Lease at first base is Cole Shanholtz. Up now for the Falcons is number 31, Jesus Purdue. And he check swings, and it is called, so 0-2 count on Purdue. Get a 4 spot here in the bottom of the 5th for the Falcons. Has them with the lead, 5-1 over the Campers.
Maybe. Feels years.
Pretty much a pitcher's duel here up to this inning. When the Falcons have opened it up. Pickoff attempt is not in time, so Shanholtz gets back. 0-2 count here on Purdue. On deck is number 13, Jackson Hare. Hare 2 for 2 today with an RBI. And that is called strike 3.
Get him next time, buddy.
2 down here for the Falcons. Again, bringing up number 13, Jackson Hare.
Let's go, Jax.
We have to do the 6th inning, right? Top and bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're not winning by 10. Yeah, so we have to play the whole game. So we have to play 7 too. We want to play the bottom of 7. So they can run the score up.
First pitch swinging, Hare grounds it to the shortstop, who does get the force at second, and that ends it for the Falcons 5th. So 4 across here in the inning does extend the lead for the Falcons, 5-1. We head to the top of the 6th, where after a 4-run bottom of the 5th inning, the Falcons lead the Allegany Campers 5-1. Sensible is out there to work the 6th inning. And up for the Campers is number 24, third baseman Resch, who is 0 for 1 today. Sensible's first pitch of the inning is low for a ball. 1-0 count here on Resch for the Campers. That pitch is high for a ball, so 2-0 count.
Deep breath, your pace. BP, make him hit it.
Yeah.
That is a ball in. So 3-0 count here to Resch to lead off the top of the 6th inning for the Campers. And that is a 4-pitch walk. So that will lead off the inning for Campers' third baseman. That's going to bring up number 5, Ansel, the shortstop. Ansel is 1 for 2 today. That is in there for a called strike. So 0-1 count here to Ansel. We got Falcons lead 5-1 after the 4-run 5th.
I wouldn't have told him that.
2-run single and a 2-run error on the shortstop are what led to the 4 runs for the Falcons.
Well, Davina, I mean, everything she was saying before he was born wasn't great.
Jacob Nutting with the 2-run single.
Success.
And then the error from Ansel, the shortstop,
He's been born has all been better than
allowed
what he expected. So,
Frankfort to score their second 2. And that is going to hop through the left side for a base hit for Ansel.
holy cow, that is not good. You know?
So 2 on, nobody out here in the Campers' 6th inning.
What'd you draw? Look at me.
It's going to bring up number 44, Wakefield, the catcher. 0 for 2 today. Has grounded into a double play. And he bunts right back to Sensible, who does get it over to first to Durst to get the out. That will advance 2 runners over to second and third for runners in scoring position. And only 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Wakefield does his job with the sacrifice. And that's going to bring up number 10, DH, Buck, who is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Sensible's pitch is swung on and missed. So 0-1 count here to Buck.
Tabby, are you cold?
Get a masterful performance on the mound from Sensible. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 1 run. The run was not earned, as only walked 1 and struck out 3. Curveball is a little high for ball 1.
Go on the right side. You got to get over, Rhett. You got the bag.
1-1 count here to Buck. That ball is blocked in the dirt by Purdue. So 2-1 count on Buck. Good play there by Purdue. And that will be time. So the immediate on the mound for the Falcons. So with the 0 earned runs today for Sensible,
Let's see your blue finger.
started the game at a 3.32 ERA or 3.36 ERA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Grandma, you're going to have to get the doctor involved.
I got an extra blanket.
That will
Yeah,
definitely
that's
lower
what
that
I
ERA.
do. Yes.
My major award
Stats have not updated till after the game.
When I asked him, and then she said, "Are you cold, Dad?" Well.
But again, that
Put
is
your own socks on.
He's ignoring all of us. Look at him.
21 innings. 21 innings pitched here now for Sensible
Yeah.
on the season. He is 1-0. He does have a
Put
save.
his socks on. He was there the other day. You should have
1-for-1 save opportunities. And he's given up 8 earned runs.
Oh, we're not changing. Just a pep talk.
We are back now. And
Yeah.
that pitch is in there for a strike. So 2-2 count. Here to Buck. Looking to cut into that Falcon lead. Falcons lead 5-1 in the top of the 6th. From Buck.
Come on, Red.
Sensible's pitch is called. Strike 3. So now 2 outs here in the Camper 6th. 4 strikeouts for Sensible on the evening. Falcons looking to get out of this jam. Runners on second and third here still. And that's going to bring up
Yeah, sure, that's all.
Imes, the right fielder. Sensible's pitch.
What?
And it looks like a balk was called. So no pitch and the run scores. So
Did you see it?
that'll stretch across one here for the Campers to cut into the Falcon lead. It's now 5-2.
And then you go back or something.
If they, it's Lane's grandma's fault because she packed up.
Come together and throw them.
That pitch is behind,
It's all right, Red.
and that actually hit him. So that will put Imes on at
Come on,
first.
Red.
Runners on the corner now for the Campers.
Get out of the way.
Again, 2 outs in the top of the 6th.
Come on, Red. Stay
That's
up.
going to roll the lineup over. It's going to bring up number 4, Baselli.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We can blame her.
All right, let's go, Rat. You're good.
There's an earned run there for Sensible.
Let's go.
2 runs, only 1 earned. Falcons lead 5-2 here in the bottom of the or top of the 6th. Sensible gets the call there, so 1-1 count here to Baselli.
First strike.
And it is check swing, fouled back. So it evens the count at 2 apiece. So 2s all around here. 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 count here in the top of the 6th.
Come on, Beth.
Campers trying to cut into the lead. They have 1 run here in the top of the 6th after the balk from Sensible.
Don't worry about him. Just
Pickoff attempt is over, and runner is back. Ansel on third after his single, and Imes on first for the Campers after being hit by a pitch from
all
Sensible.
right. Best pitch here.
Come on, Rat, get him out.
Again, 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 6th. That is blooped over to the first base line. Lease runs over, and it does get out of play. So count stays at 2-2.
Allegany side for it anyway.
Stay there, Uriah.
That's because he lives in Carpenter. Or,
Come on, Red.
yeah, he lives over, hold on. Ellerslie, no.
Pitch number 77 coming from Sensible. Runner takes
Here's
off,
Allegany.
and that is fouled off by Baselli. So again,
Yeah.
to 2-2.
Carbondale. He lives in Carbondale. That's out. But I guess he's.
Let's go, buddy.
What did you say? I
Fine,
don't know
Brett.
but I can't tell.
So stands in.
But
Sensible sets. And his curveball is swung on and fouled back. And Purdue will run out of room, and it gets out of play. So another 2-2
Running
count.
that way, you're right, not too deep.
he didn't think of the pass because it's not. You probably didn't see him when he had like whites on.
This will be pitch number 9 in this at bat. So
Come on, Red.
Baselli really
Best
adding
pitch,
the
Red.
pitch count here to Sensible in the 6th. Runner takes off again, and Baselli hits it to right field, right at Uriah Cutter, who makes the catch to end the inning. So Campers get on the board add another in the 6th to cut into the Falcon lead, 5-2. Falcons coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th. So welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th. Falcons lead 5-2 over the Allegany Campers. Campers got one back in the 6th on the balk from Sensible. But first up here for the Falcons is going to be number 1, second baseman Peanut Durst.
Go, Peanut.
One big nut.
Come on, one.
That pitch is high to even the count at 1 apiece. Durst is 0 for 2 today. Durst's first name is Peyton, affectionately known as Peanut. He swings on this third pitch, and it is missed. So 1-2 count to Durst.
New York and see a Broadway play.
Oh no, that's fortunate.
No, that's fun.
Williams' pitch is low, so that will even the count at 2 apiece.
You wanna watch The Little Mermaid?
Come on, one.
Durst came into the game hitting at 400 with a 565 on-base percentage. So the average will go down just a little bit with the 0 for 2 today,
Win it here.
but he has gotten it to full count here. And that is outside, so Durst will reach on the walk, and that will turn the lineup over for the Falcons, bringing up third baseman, number 15, Lansing Orndorff.
Let's go, lad!
I'll have to fix it.
Orndorff 1 for 3 today. He's hit the ball very hard, but just right at people. Did get a base hit in his last at bat. Again, Williams on the mound here for the Campers. Took over for Madden. Williams' stat line here so far is 1+ inning. Only has 1 hit, but has given up 2 runs. Neither of them earned. Has walked 2 and struck out 1. Pickoff attempt is over, and Durst gets back. Again on deck is shortstop, the ever-dangerous Blake Jacobs. Jacobs has been on base 3 times today. That pitch is outside, so first pitch to Lance and Orndorff is outside for a ball, so 1 no count.
Oh, yeah.
Falcons lead 5-2, bottom of the 6th. Looking to avenge their loss to Allegany just a couple of weeks ago up on Haystack Mountain. And that ball gets past the catcher. Durst goes over to second, and he is safe. So that will put another runner in scoring position for the Falcons. Looking to add on to their already 5-2 lead.
Gotta be perfect here. Let's first spots with him here.
Looking for insurance runs here. And they will put on Orndorff to try to set up a double play ball.
Let's go, Blake.
What happened?
But that is going to bring up again shortstop Blake Jacobs. 1 for 1 today, 2 walks and a single.
Oh,
They used to do that to Lancet all the time.
this isn't. I did a base with you.
Again, Jacobs has hit very well in the last couple of weeks after taking some hitting and first pitch swinging, and gets it to second baseman, and
Safe.
runner is out at second, and he called out at first. So double play for the Campers. Don't agree with that. Looked like Jacobs got there just in time, but umpire does call him out. So
Got you, Jacob.
we'll erase the walk there to Orndorff. 2 outs here in the Falcons' 6th. Up next is Jacob Netting, 1 for 3 today, does have 2 RBIs on a single back in
Bring him
the
in.
5th inning. And that pitch is in there for a strike.
Come on, Jacob. Come on, 2.
Let's go. Confidence, 2. Let's go, kid.
Oh, no.
Come on, right.
Big hit, Jacob.
All
Big
wound
hit.
up.
Orndorff settles in. Williams' pitch is outside. So that evens the count at 1.
Come on, 2.
I don't know, you
On
wanted
deck for the Falcons is Uriah Cutter. Cutter 0 for 3 today. Does have a walk.
Come on, Jacob.
And 7 hits here for the Falcons. 5 runs, 2 errors.
Lancet has
Pitch is swung on
Alright,
out, so 1 and 2
Jacob.
count
Alright,
to
Jacob.
Netting.
Hey, protect here. Let's go. Put it up here.
Come on.
Durst still on third. So opportunity for the Falcons to add another run here in the 6th. Williams looking to get out of the jam. Pitch is fouled back to the backstop.
Keep fighting.
Come on, Jacob.
Come on, right on. Let's go.
Heading stays alive. 1 and 2 count, 2 down.
Should have brought in gummies. It was not. Forgot.
Maybe it's a woman.
Yeah, they're obsessed with these Albany
Williams sets.
gummies, and I got some Easter ones that he loves.
And his off-speed pitch is swung on, so Netting stays alive at 1
Yeah, we
and
don't
2.
want that.
Get
No,
it.
we don't
Get
want
it.
that.
Confidence.
No, we want the Albany's fancy gummies.
Come on, Jacob.
Let's go 2.
Yeah, that's what Shay likes. Those are her favorite.
Come on, 2. Let's go.
I don't know what the difference is. I think the Albany's are.
Left-hander,
right,
lefty
Jacob.
gets it in there and strikes out Netting to end the inning.
It's all right, bud. You get
So-
him next time. Chin up.
After 2 walks here in the inning for the Falcons, it leads to no runs. We go to the 7th, where the Falcons lead the Allegany Campers 5-2.
Well, his number one fan's in there now, so if it don't work, James out was good. They must already found the winner because there's so much.
Look on your way, you run one time, not too deep. Not too deep. Not too deep. Not too deep. Let's go. Straight out.
So we are back here in the top of the seventh. Falcons lead the Campers 5-2. Red Sensible comes out for the seventh, and his first pitch is outside and for a ball to the leadoff hitter for the Campers, number 8, Ripper, the second baseman.
Just like that.
That pitch is in there for a called strike. So 1-1 count here to Ricker. Getting Sensible out here for the 7th inning. And that is in there again for a strike. So 1-2 count to the Campers second baseman. Sensible with a wonderful pitching evening tonight. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, only 1 earned. Still has the 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. And Ricker grounds it towards second. Picked up by Durst, flipped over, and in time for the out. So 1 down here in the Camper 7th. And that's going to bring up number 7, the starting pitcher for the evening for the Campers, number 7, Madden, who is 2 for 3 tonight with a
Keep
run
the hitter
scored.
off second. Ball in the gap. Get it in.
So Madden comes to the plate looking to start something up here for a rally for the Campers. Sensible steps off the mound. Again, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Falcons lead 5-2. Sensible's first pitch to Madden is high for ball 1.
Let's go. Pitch the contact.
As mentioned, Madden, starting pitcher for the Campers tonight, his final numbers are 4 innings pitched, 6 hits. Ball's in there for a strike, 1 count to Madden. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
There you go.
Pitch is fouled back.
I don't way to pound the zone. 1 and 2. Go get it.
So 1-2 count here to Madden.
Come on, right.
Sensible's pitch is outside, so
You go, most kind of red. Let's go, buddy, right here.
called strike 3. Sensible gets the call at the knees for the 2nd out of the inning and his 5th strikeout tonight. So 2 down
Big infield.
Nobody on here for the campers, and that is going to bring up number 3,
There he was.
the
Just trying to separate.
pitcher
Oh.
now. And he puts a hurting onto that one, and it is up and over the fence for a solo home run for Williams. So the solo shot cuts into the Falcon lead. Falcons now lead 5-3 here in the top of the 7th. So after the solo home run by Williams cuts into the Falcon lead 5-3, it's going to bring up number 24,
Come on, Red, get this one.
third baseman Resch. Again, 0 for 1 today, does have a walk and a run scored for the Campers. His first pitch is check swung on and fouled off. So 0-1 count to the Campers' third baseman.
Be ready that way, you're
It's on a
right.
sensible second earned run of the game. That pitch is outside for a ball. So 1-1 count here to Resch.
I mean, that day I was. Most days I'm not.
On deck for the Campers, if gotten to, is shortstop Ansel, who's 2 for 3 today. That ball was low, so a ball. So 2-1 count.
Come on, Red. Best pitch here.
Sensible looking to go the distance here.
Come on, Rhett, you got this, buddy.
And the pitch is in there, so Campers down to their final strike. 2 outs, 2-2 count here on the shortstop. I'm sorry, the third baseman, Resch, for the Campers. Sensible's pitch is high, so full count here on Resch. 2 down. Campers trail by 2, 5-3 after the solo shot from Williams cuts into the Falcon lead.
It's yours, buddy. It's yours.
And that pitch is low and in the dirt, so Resch forces the walk, and the tying run comes to the plate. Number 5, Ansel, the shortstop. And that should put an end to Sensible's night here as Coach Miller comes to the mound.
Matt Miller, I will egg your house, and I know where you live. Who is that man?
So actually, Coach Miller does decide to keep
Come on,
Sensible
Brett.
in the game. Just a quick pitcher's mound visit. So 2 down
Rock,
here
come
in
in
the
some.
top of the 7th.
Yes.
Ansel at the plate for the
All
Campers,
right.
and he takes strike 1.
Be ready that way.
Send him back to Alco.
Runner on first for the Campers after the walk to
Not too
Resch.
deep.
Curveball's in there for a strike 2. So again, Campers down to their final strike, trailing 5-3 here on the top of the 7th. Ansel 2 for 3 today. And that is in there for strike 3. And that will end it. So Sensible goes the distance, and the Falcons come out of Falcon Field with a 5-3 victory, avenging the loss to the Campers just a couple of weeks ago up on Haystack Mountain. We will have a player of the game interview and words with Coach Miller here very shortly. Again, Frankfort wins it tonight here at Falcon Field by a score of 5-3 over the Allegany Campers.
You have to, here, I'll show you the trick. Well, you should see the front. I didn't really push down in the middle when I was like, that does not work. She wants to ask me free. That might actually not. Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know. Right there. Why? Are you? Oh, I know if you're waiting. There you go, Ron. No. Yeah. I'm waiting to touch his hands. Look how smooth they are on the inside. Look. Well, now you're just you're just a pretty face now. You're not a working man. No. You just get to sit back and relax, and everybody else does the work. Yeah. He goes out. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, if he just goes out and leaves slow and blows around. There you go. Everybody. Yeah, he is. So this, you got one hand behind him. You're doing on the radio. No, you do. TV. Yeah. You know, Tito. You know what? What are you doing, burnout? What are you doing, burnout? He's not working. This is all perfect. Please. That one, and I have this one muted, which is far right. So, the far right tab, that's it. But Darren you come to the game tomorrow if you feel up to it? No. That's right. We'll see you when. Yeah, we'll see you when. All right, so it's senior night. Be careful. You'll be here. We'll make sure you'll be here.
All right, guys, so we have winning pitcher here tonight, Rhett Sensabaugh, 2 for 3 at the plate and went the distance. Rhett, so 2 for 3 at the plate. As mentioned to me earlier, you know, you were the hype guy on the bench the whole night. What were you seeing at the plate on that double, you know, that you did get in the, I believe, the third inning? Or are you seeing anything different, or because you are seeing the ball really well late?
Well, I knew he was throwing a lot of curveballs on first pitch, so I was not going to swing first pitch. Normally, I like swinging at the first fastball I see, and I drive it. But I got up on the plate, and I took the plate away and battled him, and then he gave me a curveball that hung, and I just let my hands do the work, and I took him.
So something that, you know, it kind of goes unnoticed a lot of times is not just your performance at the plate or on the mound, which we'll get to, but it's behind the scenes. It's you in the dugout. You know, being a junior, you are, you know, very loud. You're always, you know, complimenting and hyping up your teammates. You know, where does that come from? And you know, how does that make you feel, you know, as an underclassman trying to hype up your entire team?
Oh, I know that energy is everything, and when you're down and when you're not helping each other out, you're not going to play good. But if you're up, you have a lot of energy and you're picking kids up. One guy's falls, two's there to pick them up. You know, it's a lot. And when I'm a pitcher, I don't like when people yell loud and get in my head. So I tell them to get loud, get a lot of energy. So
Absolutely, like I said, very much appreciated, you know, to keep your teammates up in any and all situations. Let's get back to your pitching performance tonight. You went the distance, 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. What was it about this Allegany team that allowed you to go the distance and pitch really well outside of that first inning where you did give up the 1 run?
Well, last year I gave up 10 in like the first inning, so I took that personally, took it to heart. And yet last night I knew I was going to be on the mound, and I was just knowing all day that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna change the outcome, and I'm gonna give it to him this time, and I did. Went the distance.
Excellent. So winning pitcher again tonight, guys, Rhett Sensabaugh for the Falcons, who do escape here at Falcon Field with a 5-3 victory. Rhett, great job tonight, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, I'm right back at it here with Coach Miller. So, Coach, I mean, you give up 1 run here in the first inning. Rhett settles down, goes the distance, only gives up 2 earned runs of the 3 runs. What did you like about Rhett's performance tonight?
Rhett threw great tonight. He just mentioned he had a little bit of revenge in his heart from last year. Had his worst outing of his career last year at Allegany. He took it personally. Today he really wanted to get the win and pitched really well. Even the first inning, they got a couple hits, walked the guy, and then he tried to do too much with the bases loaded. Once they got the 1 run in, he settled down, got the pop fly that we need to get out of the inning. He pitched extremely well. Pitched out of a jam when we made 2 consecutive errors behind him. Did a great job there. And then last inning there, we were, when I walked out to the mound, he's like, "Don't take me out," and told him, "You got 1 more hitter. Just hit your spots and relax," because the previous battery wasn't relaxed. And that time we relaxed, threw 3 great pitches, got a win.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. When you went out there in the 7th, what did you say to him, and did he ask to stay in?
Yeah, basically just to breathe. Like, dude, you're too hyped. Like, relax, stay within yourself. You tried to overthrow to the previous hitter. That's why you lost him. On the 2-2 pitch, he tried to throw a pitch harder than he's ever thrown in his life. Got to 3-2. Then, he tried to aim the fastball on the 3-2, walked him. I just walked out and said, "Hey, look," he's like, as soon as I walked out, everyone asked him how he was feeling, didn't even get a word out of my mouth. He's just like, "You're not taking me out of the game." I said, "That's fine. You have to breathe. You have to relax because you tried too hard the last batter. We have to stay within ourselves." He hit 3 spots, 3 great spots, got out of the inning with the victory. He also hit the ball really well tonight. It was great to see Jackson Hare hit the ball. Jacob Netting coming over some adversity and then hitting the big base hit to get us 2 RBIs, get us the lead. And then Lane putting the ball in play with guys on. We had a lot of big at-bats today. So very happy with the way we hit too. 7 hits against a team that has that good of pitching. Allegany's really good. I really think if they get good pitching in the playoffs, they have a shot to win the Maryland State tournament, and I'm rooting for them to do that. Those kids work hard, they play hard. So hopefully, we got 2 teams here that can compete at a high level in 2 different states.
Absolutely. So we come back tomorrow night at Hampshire. Did have a victory here against the Trojans. What can you expect up on the hill in Romney tomorrow?
They're going to battle. We're going to throw Lance in, get his work in for the week, get him ready to go for the playoffs in 2 weeks. We plan on hitting the baseball like we have been. We've been really hot recently this last week and a half, so hope to continue. I expect us to come out and play well because that's what we've been doing.
Again, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
4 in a row here for the Falcons. They escaped Falcon Field with a 5-3 victory over the Allegany Campers. Again, tomorrow night's game will not be viewed, of course, on the YouTube channel. We can try to catch it out on the Game Changer app. So we travel to Hampshire tomorrow night, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Again, thank you all for watching. Falcons leave here, Falcon Field, with a 5-3 victory over the Allegany Campers.